That is in the spiritual world.
Srila Prabhupada, when the scientists explain that why there are so many varieties of living entities, they have an explanation. They have an explanation.
What is that?
They say at the time of evolution, the cells, the genes, sometimes when it is, normally the gene is perfectly copied for the next generation. But sometimes there is a mistake in copying. Just like in the printing press, sometimes we do some mistakes. Just like that, there are some mistakes along the path of evolution. So those mistakes, sometimes they just, according to the circumstances, they can stand and they form a different living entity because of the different of the genes.
But the mistake is continuing forever. Because we find the varieties of living entities ever existing. Therefore, the mistake is permanent. So when it is permanent, it is not mistake, it is intelligence.
They say if there is no mistake, there will be only one living entity in the whole universe.
Why? Because you have got different mind. Therefore, you create different situation. Just like we are walking here. Not that everyone is coming to join us, because they have got different mentality. They want to sleep. We want to rise early in the morning. Why this difference? It is not mistake. It is your desire, and exactly according to the desire you get body. It is not mistake.
It's not a mistake.
No. Jang jang vapi smaran loke tajattante kaleva. At the time of death, whatever you think, exactly, nature will give a similar body. That's all. That is not in your hand. That is in the nature's hand. Prakriti kriyamanani, guni karmani sir.
But scientifically, it can be proved that there is a mistake. It can be proved by...
that is your mistake. In the laws of nature, there is no mistake. There is no mistake. Your mistake, that's like in the railway carriage there is first class, second class, third class. So you have purchased third class ticket, by mistake you can go to the first class. I'm just giving. But you will not be allowed to stay there. But it is your mistake. But this first class, second class, that is not a mistake. That is arrangement. Similarly, these varieties, God is so clever that He knows that so many mistakes can be done and so many varieties are there. As you commit mistake, you enter it. Here, come here. It is ready. And it is very exact, mathematically calculated, because the nature is working in three modes. So you mix up these three modes, it becomes 3 into 3 equal to 9. And again you multiply 9 into 9 equal to 81. Again 81 into 81. So many varieties come. Therefore, generally it is taken 84 million varieties. 8,400,000. That is already there. Just a government creates a prison house. Although the city is not constructed, but they construct a prison house. Why? The government knows that there will be so many rascals. They will be criminal. They must come here. So it is not government mistakes. Your mistake. You become criminal and come here. It is your mistake. Why should you be criminal? That is your mistake.
Also, if nature made mistake, then how could nature supply the necessities of all the living entities after making...
There is no mistake. Mayat dhaksena, it is said. Mayat dhaksena prakriti suyate sacharacharam. Under the supervision of Krishna, God, nature is working. How there can be mistake? In the Brahma Samhita it is said, Srishti sthiti palaya sadhana saktirika chaiva jassa bhuvanani vibharti durga. This nature is working just like shadow. Real direction is from God. Ichhanu rupamopi jasya chestate sa. By his will, nature is working. How he can be mistaken? Nature is working under the will of God. So how there can be mistaken in the part of God? There is no mistake.
They use these terms to explain their proposed theory. This terminology,
Which terminology?
like mistake and all these things.
Mistake,
Because-
that is the difference between God and ourselves. We are living entity, God is also living entity. But he has no 4 defects. We have got 4 defects. We commit mistake. We are illusion. Our senses are imperfect and we cheat. God does not do all this. That is the difference between God and us. He does not commit mistake. He is not illusion. He does not cheat. And his senses are perfect. Vedaham samiti dhan.
Prabhupada, the technological enlargement or prolongation of our senses, they are also defective, of course.
Because we are defective, this material existence means defective existence. These defects are not there.
All the microscopes,
Then Bhagavad Gita,
all these things, they are also defective.
because it is made by the imperfect senses. So it must be defective. If you construct something with your defective knowledge, then it must be defective.
And even if they make a perfect microscope, they still have to look at it through their defective eye.
Yeah. That's it. This is right. Therefore, whatever they are saying, they are all defective. Yeah. That is our conclusion. Mura. Defective means mura.
They seem to be quite satisfied.
That ass is also satisfied by unnecessarily carrying the load of the washerman. He is satisfied. Everyone is satisfied. Even the worms of the stool, he is satisfied. That is nature's law. He is satisfied. So this satisfaction,
The saying is, even the pauper is proud of his penny.
yes, is also satisfied. You see, yes, in Vrindavan I showed you,
Yes.
the dogs were starving. But as soon as he gets another female dog, he is satisfied to have sex. You see, is there satisfaction? He is starving. The belly is gone down, and he is satisfied with sex.
Called illusion.
Yes, it is illusion. Actually, he is not satisfied. Real satisfaction will prevail when one knows God. That is real satisfaction. Devotees see how by God's design the sea is working, how the sky is staying, how the sun is rising. He is satisfied. Oh, how my Lord is great, how he has arranged. There is satisfaction.
But Srila Prabhupada, these the living entities,
Yeah.
the Jivatma within the and Paramatma within, why the living entities suffering? Even the Paramatma is directing the living entities.
That
within.
is not very difficult. The government is always with you, but why you are suffering? And why one is enjoying? Government is not partial. You have created your situation to suffer. That's all. Therefore, Krishna says that you surrender to me, I will give you all protection. But you will not do it. You must suffer. Suffering is there. As soon as you are disobedient to God, immediately suffering begins. That is Maya. Therefore, Krishna says, now you give up all this nonsense business. Surrender to me. I will give you all protection. But that we will not do. Then you must suffer. That is the song. Kana mayara vasi jaccha vese kaccha haudu. That is our preaching. That why you are suffering? Just accept Krishna, you become happy. That is our preaching.